Good morning. How do I get back what I've lost? I've been hearing different stories much of my life about people that have encountered bitterness. The word means a caustic, a unpleasant taste, but it also means suffering of the mind. And why do we suffer in our mind from bitterness? Bitterness is a feeling in a sense that we can't get back something that's been taken from us. Let me give you some examples. I think of, for instance, my dad. And he did not get bitterness about this, but it's an opportunity for him to have been bitter. A doctor made a mistake with his leg, and this is years and years ago. He's been dead for 20 years, but this was way back. People sued for things, but not like they do today. And he hit an artery when he was doing surgery. My father was diabetic, and it caused him to have his leg removed. And of course, he had people saying, "You need to sue him. You need to sue him. You need to sue him." And my dad never did. He said, "I'll make it the best I can." He didn't develop an attitude that you took from me something I can't get back. I'm going to give you a little bit of a humorous illustration. I painted houses for a living when I was in seminary. And I remember painting one time an older couple. They were probably in their 70s. And I remember he would come outside and he would tell me everything bad about this lady that he'd been living with for 56 years. And he'd say, "I can't stand her. She does this. She is this. I put up with this," and all this kind of stuff. And then he'd go inside and she'd come out later and she'd badmouth him the same way. Now, I painted their house for about a week, and this went on for about 5 days. And the last day I was there, this lady says to me, she says, "He's taken my best years, and I hate him too much to divorce him. I'm going to see it through to the end." I thought to myself, that is bitterness. You are going to spend the rest of your life making life miserable for this man so that you can get back at him. It's an incredible waste of two lives. Well, God's answer to that, 2 Chronicles chapter 25. When Amaziah had tried to buy some mercenaries from Israel, and God was not with Israel because they were idolatrous at that time, and the man of God came to him and he said, "You've made a mistake. God's not with Israel, and you don't need to take them to battle." And he said, "Well, what about the money I've given them?" And you know what he said? "The Lord is able to give you much more than this." Now, when we lose, we don't think that God can restore that back. Now, there's some things you can't get back. My dad could not get back his leg, but he could get other things. He could grow in grace. He could find a way to minister to people from that wheelchair that he could not minister to under any other platform. We enclose ourselves in this little capsule that we've lost something, and that's all there is to life. Get the bigger perspective. Look at things, what other people that have lost much more and had a much better attitude because they saw it from God's hand. And also, God, you say, "Well, how's he going to do it? He can't give it back to me in this life." That's right. But he can give it back to you in the life to come. Don't concentrate everything in this life. This life is passing away. God's ability to give you back more is coming. And so I just want to encourage you this morning. You trust God. And you say, "Okay, God, I'm going to forgive this person. I'm going to forgive these persons of these deeds. And I'm going to trust you to take away this feeling of loss. And I'm going to invest in this situation in prayer and praise, knowing that you're able to give me more than I've lost." God bless you.